Hey guys, it's Manda the CMA again. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you are a returning viewer, welcome as well. I kind of go over everything and anything related to medical assisting and beyond. So today what I would like to talk about, I actually got this idea from one of the viewers who had left a comment about online medical assisting school and my thoughts on that. So I'm going to go over that a little bit because I think that I do have a pretty strong opinion about that kind of thing and who it would be good for and who might struggle with it a little bit. So let's just jump right into it and I'll go over everything that you need to know about online classes and online medical assisting. All right, so number one thing, trying to find the right online school, one that's not fake. You know, if you're shopping for something online, you want to make sure that it's actually what it is and it's not a knockoff. If you're shopping for a Coach purse and you find one online, it's like $5. Is that one real or is it fake? Is the person crazy for just selling it for $5? That's something that you need to look into, and you need to ask questions. You need to make sure that they have the right accreditations. For medical assisting, there are only 2 accreditation companies. I'm not talking about the certification or the registered part of medical assisting. I'm actually talking about either CAAHEP or ABHES. I will leave the spelling of it down below. It's actually an acronym, and they are very long. You can't be a medical assistant unless they are accredited. Another thing to look for is how long have they been around? Have they been around since 1975? That's great. If they've been around for a long time, I would probably say at least 7 to 10 years, then that's okay. I think that they're safe by then. If they haven't had a million lawsuits, if they haven't filed bankruptcy, and they're still around after 7 years and that program has been around for about that amount of time, I think you're safe. Now, if this is a brand new, they're just firing up a medical assistant program and they're online only, they don't have an actual facility that you would do any courses there, that's a red flag. You don't want to go anywhere brand new. It's like buying anything new and it turns out to be crap and you wasted all of your money on something that wasn't worth it and now you got to go out and find something else. The next thing that you want to look at is, are there other people that are online that have reviewed that college? I don't usually suggest blogs for anything. Dr. Google is not a good place to go. I always tell all of my patients that. See what other people have posted online about the school. Obviously, the most things that you're going to get are negative things about that school. You're going to post more things if you are an enraged person about an experience. So if you went to a restaurant, your service was slow, you got the wrong food, it took you forever to get your drink, it took forever for the waiter or waitress to come over, obviously they're going to be the ones, they're probably typing at the table while they're still there on their phone that it was an awful experience. So the people that are going to post the most reviews about a school is going to be people that had a negative experience. Now, you don't know anything about that person. You don't know if they were not following the curriculum, they weren't doing the work that they needed to do, so they got an F in the class. There's so many things that go into it. You don't know their background and why the situation turned out that way. You really want to look at the posts about the good things about the school, but you need to take into account the bad things about the school too, is really what I'm trying to get at. Another thing that you need to look for, and it's usually right online somewhere because I found it with my school, have they been sued? And what have they been sued for? Have they filed bankruptcy? And if they've changed their name. My school changed their name 3 times. I loved my school. Not the politics, but my actual schooling part was amazing. They got sued, changed their name. I saw one day when I was driving by my school that their sign had been taken down. And I was like, okay, hold the phone. What the heck happened? So I actually found something on YouTube. They said that they went bankrupt. They closed their doors without letting the instructors or the students know. I hope they got sued because that's very rude and that is completely enraging. Private colleges are usually for profit. They are not a nonprofit like a technical college or a university, and you're not going to find medical assisting at a university that is non-profit. Technical colleges, if they offer medical assisting, go ahead and do it, because technical colleges, if they are non-profit, they are usually a part of the colleges of whatever state that you're in. They are able to have your classes transferred to a different college unless they are just medical assisting classes. I waited a couple years because I was so scared of doing an online class, and obviously I wasn't scared enough to actually do the work appropriately. I was 19 years old. I failed it, or at least I had like a D-. I retook the class because I did so crummy in it, and I ended up getting an A in the class. I suggest having some sort of college education before you do an online class. It wasn't because I already knew what everything was. I already knew all of the textbook. It was because I knew time management. I hated that teacher, so I did not have that teacher again, and I got an A in the class. That is what I will say about online courses is don't expect your first one to go super awesome unless you are like a type A person. Another question, if you're going to do the online schooling, you need to find out how are you going to learn your technical skills? How are you going to learn to do blood draws? How are you going to learn to do EKGs? Anything that's technical. I will tell you 90% of our job is technical. We're hands-on. We are the medical assistants. We assist with anything medical. Is basically, it's so straightforward. How are you going to learn those skills if you're doing an online class? Do they have you go in? Is there somewhere that you have to take a class for the technical skills? Or do they say you'll end up learning them at your externship? If they tell you that you'll be learning them at your externship, walk away. Do not look into that school any further, because your externship is for you to apply your skills. It's not for you to learn your skills. You should know them by then. I know that most people that look into online schools, they want to do the online schools because it gives them a little bit more freedom. They don't have to show up for a class at a certain time of day on a certain time of the week. And I know that ends up being very convenient for some people that have other obligations. You know, they already work, or they stay at home, or, you know, whatever. They can't find daycare for that time of day when you need to take that class. But there needs to be some sort of contact in that school, because it's not acceptable to learn your technical skills at your externship. The reason it's an externship is because you're applying your skills and you're refining your skills so that by the time you get into a job, then you already know what you're doing. All right, guys. Well, I think I've exhausted myself a little bit too much. I hyped myself up a lot about this one, since I feel so strongly about how to find a school, especially if it's an online school. Also, let me know if my sound sounds any different. I did get a new microphone. I got it today in the mail. I ordered it last night on Amazon at 11 o'clock at night, and it came right away at 9 o'clock this morning. I thought it was crazy. And then I've got my background here. I am actually in my closet. I know that sounds so goofy. I'm in my closet right now, but it's not technically a closet. We took out everything that was part of the closet, and it's a big closet. So I kind of feel like Harry Potter, but this is kind of my art room, and then I think I might make it into my YouTube room also. Since I kind of have my own space, I can lock my cats out of here because they bug me all the time, and I can close the door to get my husband away from me too. Right now, he's actually ice fishing. So yeah, let me know how you guys like my new setup. I think I might keep it. Today is actually New Year's Eve, so Happy New Year to everybody. I know some of you out there are like, Amanda, when are you gonna post your next video? And my next video is obviously today because I just posted it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Oh. Hi. I have a cat in my lap. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Oh hi. Oh hi. crazy cat lady right here.